Having calmed Groudon, White Tea's team left the dungeon and returned to Pokemon Square together with Alakazam's team. A success. Yes, I would like to save. It's a long dungeon. I don't know if I've mentioned that you can quick save in dungeons, but you can, which is very useful because it's a handheld game, so. Is White Tea's team almost here? Look, here they come. You really took down that Groudon? Darlings, it's fantastic. You've won me over. Whoa, wait a second. How does everyone know about what happened on the ground? Pelipper spread the word with an extra edition of the Pokemon news. You bunch became stronger than I expected. You can be proud of it. You lot did great. Why don't we team up sometime? You've earned everyone's respect now. Your team Slippy Nips is first class. No, it's not. It's you don't get a higher rank or get more rescue points out of that. Would you look at that? I didn't think someone could take down Groudon and be such a crybaby. Huh? What was that? Thought I heard something for just a moment. Did I just imagine it? Also, there's a Meganium up there, who I don't think's been in a cutscene before. She doesn't, or he doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. This voice, I've heard it before. This voice, I'm sure. That's it. It's Xatu. Xatu? Ah, that's it. Telepathy. Xatu is calling out to us using telepathy. To all Pokemon, calling all Pokemon. This song is amazing. This motif is amazing as well. Terrible it is. From the sky falls a star. From the sky comes a star. It is huge. A giant of a star. The star, it falls straight to us. So yeah, now a meteor. To top off all the calamities, the natural disasters, a meteor is coming. So, disaster in nature. There were many. The balance of the world, it has been upset. All because of the star that slowly comes closer. If it keeps coming, it will crash into this world. It shall be terrible. Something must be done. Xatu, tell us. Can the falling star be stopped? There is a way. To prevent collision, there is but one solution. You must ask Rayquaza. Rayquaza? What might that be? Pokemon living far above us in the sky. Legendary it is. Rayquaza must be asked to destroy the star from the sky. However, far, far up in the sky lives Rayquaza, known by few and seen by none. How are we to go there? Alakazam and I amplify our teleport together and send Pokemon to the sky. However, the sky is a world above the clouds. Well, what will become of the Pokemon sense of the sky? Even I can guess nothing. Then we'll do it. We'll go. I also thought that there could be a number you. But, are you sure? There's no telling what you would find in that world above the clouds. We expect danger. It's my wish that all Pokemon can live in peace. Henry, White Tea, do you hear? This is Xatu. Discuss we will, Alakazam and I, about how our teleport can be amplified. Departure, it is tomorrow. Rest you should until then. Last word, dangerous will be your adventure. But fail you must not. Surpass yourselves. No problem, we'll be fine. Right, Whitey, let's get it done. So yeah, this sort of comes out of nowhere. Suddenly there's oh god, how do we finish the plot? There's a meteor's coming to destroy everything. Make it epic. And they made it epic. There. Alright, so yeah, I love this song so much. It's very, very good. It's sort of like the prelude to the final dungeon. So yeah, I love this whole idea of this final dungeon where it's in the sky, and obviously the Pokemon on the land have never been up there and have no idea what's up there. And you know, they speak of it as if it's some sort of forgotten land or you know, something like that. It's super dangerous, and which is really neat. I like that. And obviously we've got to prepare. This is the final dungeon, so let's get ready. Let's make sure that we have a decent amount of items going in. We want a lot of Reviver Seeds, a lot of Max Elixirs, a few Iron Berries, and a bunch of apples. At this stage, you should really be buying huge apples. Regular apples and big apples, they're alright, but you really want the huge apples in order to make your belly a bit bigger. Because this dungeon is long. It's longer than Magma Cavern, but it should actually be shorter for us here, because I'm just going to be going straight for the stairs on every floor. So here's hoping, at least, that it's shorter. Yeah, a lot of this is just preparing. Any sort of, you know, if you're thinking, oh, this dungeon won't be that bad, it's really not hard, you know, Magma Cavern wasn't that hard. No, this dungeon is quite a bit of a step up, if only because of the Pokemon that you'll encounter in there, which we'll get to when we get there. But they have a few gimmicks that will just happen to have a few moves that just are not fun to deal with. Monster houses are pretty common. Well, not pretty common, but you know, they're more prevalent than they ever have been. It's a very long dungeon. There's ghost types in there, and ghost types can go through walls, which is a lot of fun. Especially because, you know, they'll stay in a wall and attack you through the wall, but you can't attack them back because they're in the wall, so you try to run away and try to force them to come out of the wall, but they don't, and it's annoying. I'm not bothered to get out all these gummies and eat them, because it's not worth it, it really isn't. So if you want, you can take friends into the sky. I really don't see the need for them though. I just don't see the need for them really at all. In the you know, the main game at least, because post game they can actually be, well, the whole friend concept is kind of switched up a bit, and made a lot more interesting. So. So Whiscash here, shooting star on a collision course. Indeed, desperate time. There is nothing I can do. All our hopes ride with you. I realise that it's a heavy burden to bear, but must count on you to succeed. Thank you, Whiscash. I will set out to confer to Xatu. You leave tomorrow. So everyone's rooting for us. It's getting heavy. Yeah, I know. Suddenly. I do love the tone of this though, of how now everyone trusts us to be able to take this thing down. No one's doubting us. They're like, yeah, you guys can do it. You'll be able to do it. So anyway, let's get ready for the last one of these. Ugh, I feel horrible. This is a dream, isn't it? But why? Why do I feel this terrible? This is the first time. So, Gengar's here. How do you like Dream Eater? Horrible, isn't it? But who would have thought you were also a human before? Didn't expect that. But who cares? Someone like that's sure to be some lowlife. I'll expose you yet. I'll expose what's in your heart with Dream Eater. So he's still trying to frame us? Something's coming. What? What is that light? It's coming closer? The pain, it's going away. There we go. Gardevoir? Gardevoir, will you tell me now? Who or what I am? Yes, the time has arrived. Why you have come here? I will tell you all that there is to tell. Whitey, you have come to save this world. Came to save the world of Pokemon? I did? Yes. We learned that this world faced extinction, and so we sought a hero. But though we searched nowhere could we find a hero, we were becoming discouraged. And we came across a human. Whitey, you were that human. Wait a second. Hero? Me? That's too much. I'm not anything special like that. Yes, that is also what you said the first time we met. You said you were not strong. But what we sought was not power merely for display. We sought true courage. True courage? That... I'm even less confident about that. That too is what you said when we first met. It was then you said this. To see if you were worthy to be our hero or not, you asked that we put you to the test. And only if you were found to be truly worthy, then you were to be told the truth. To fulfill your role clear of heart and mind, you then chose to erase your memory as a human, and become a Pokemon of your own will to fight alongside your friends. That is how you came to be in this world. How do we know if they're our friends though? I did that? Your courage has been proven. Without question, you bear the role of saving the world. And that role, it is soon coming to its end. Stopping the meteor from crashing into this world, that's my role? Yes. And when that is accomplished, you can return to your human world. Oh, so I can go back to being a human. Wait, but that means... Yes, it means parting ways with Henry. Henry, I have to leave? Henry feels great kinship with you, Whitey. So Whitey, if you were to leave, your friend would be heartbroken. But there can be nothing done. Because there are encounters, there are also farewells. I too once had a friend beyond value. Truly I cherished our friendship. And my friend has gone away. It fills me with sadness still, losing my friend. But we will meet again. That is what I believe. What was that? Who was it? Someone appears to have been looking into your dream. But it is fine now. Whoever it was ran off. All that remains in this dream is a feeling of sadness. That Pokemon, I think it ran off crying. Yeah, that's kind of shocking. Like, Gengar runs off crying just because of the sadness of this dream. Kind of strange, because we don't see it. But the next morning. Alright, let's do this. Let's beat this game. Let's take on the final dungeon of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. 1. Jump cut. Let's hop outside. Good morning. Did you sleep well? This is it. Let's go, Whitey. We're off to the sky. So yeah, there isn't much point going back to Pokemon Square. Let's go to Sky Tower. And we get this amazing song again. I love it. Good of you to come. What's going on? What is Xatu doing? It is almost ready. The Teleport Gem. Teleport Gem? It is made. This is the teleport gem. This will deliver you to the world of the sky. Now, Whitey, accept. Alright. It's a strangely upbeat jingle that was made using the powers of psychics by me, Alakazam, and... oh? A ghost-type Pokemon who received help from it. Gone away, it seems. Who could it be? Must be bashful, let it be. So that's obviously implied to be Gengar, but I don't know why Alakazam is so, you know, doesn't say that it's Gengar, because he knows Gengar. But, oh well. If that will bring peace, I'll gladly give my life for it. That's my wish. Pretty heavy for Pokemon. Relatively, at least. You can return to your human world. Flashback to 2 minutes ago. This has been my last adventure with Henry. Whitey, let's get this done. Oh. Alright, so let's head up there. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to this amazing song and get introduced to the best song in the game. Sky Tower's theme is legendary. I love this theme so much. Wow, Whitey, this is cool. We're on clouds. Oh wow. Whitey, look up there. It's a huge tower of clouds. It's at the top of this tower. That's where Rayquaza is. Whitey, let's do our best on the climb. Alright, it's time for Sky Tower. This is like 26 floors one way, and all for the first half, and for the second half, it's like 10 or 9. And it is a long trip. First of all, Shuppet. Shuppet is one of the worst Pokemon to encounter in this dungeon because it has Spite. You know, the move that I was referring to a bit earlier, that takes away a ton of PP for one move. Yeah, Shuppet will not hesitate to use that. So you really don't want to deal with Shuppet. Just, if you see one and it hasn't seen you, get away from it. If it's coming towards you, take care of it quickly. In fact, if you've got a Tract, go ahead and use it on it, because you really don't want to deal with Spite. So the other Pokemon in this dungeon, Forretress isn't really that big of a problem. Those are sky tiles, by the way. You can't, unless you can somehow fly, you can't go over that. So Masquerain here can go over those. And there's Shuppet in the back, who can go through walls because it's a ghost type, which is fun. So yeah, this dungeon is no joke. There's it's pretty damn difficult. So another Pokemon that you can run into here is Shedinja. Now, if you know Shedinja, you know that it only has 1 hit point, which is awesome. Thing is though, because of its Wonder Guard ability, it can only be damaged by moves that are super effective towards it. So it can only be damaged by a Dark, Flying, Fire, Ghost. It's more that I can't think of at the moment. Also, this part of the song is amazing. But yeah, Shedinja, unless you have moves that can take it out, you really also don't want to deal with, because it will just follow you around on the floor until you get to the stairs if you can't kill it. But Sky Tower's theme is... I don't know if it's as good as the last dungeon's theme in Mystery Dungeon 2, but oh my god. God, is it close. It is such an amazing theme, this song. Easily the best song of the game, far and away. Here it is, Shedinja. Can also go through walls, so yeah. But Sky Tower's theme is very nostalgic for me, which is strange because I don't think I ever got to this point of the game years and years ago when I first played it. I don't think I ever did, but this song is very nostalgic anyway. A Shuppet and a Shedinja, what a treat. So the worst thing about monster houses in this dungeon is not the fact that it's a monster house, but the fact that it gets rid of this music, which is a sin, and is considered, you know, worthy of capital punishment in at least 70 countries, so... You know, you take away Sky Tower from people, they're gonna get upset, myself included. So yeah, that's the real reason why I'm always excited to go to this dungeon, is just because of the music. So anyway, you can see I had that Shedinja constantly harassing me until I got to the stairs. Alright, so I need to switch Henry's tactics back. Yeah, this is a very dangerous dungeon, and fittingly so, it is the final one. It's very long, of course. There is a rest area, so don't worry too much, but it's about 26 floors before we get to that rest area, so buckle up. Is this... no, scope lens, never mind. Alright, so if you have the X-ray specs going into this dungeon, you will find it so much easier. Because the X-ray specs, I think you can only buy from the Kecleon shop once you're at silver rank, which I didn't get to in this playthrough. And what they do is, if you hold them, then you can see all of the enemies and items on the floor. You can see their locations at all times, which is amazing. You can't see the stairs though. It's very good because, you know, obviously if you want to avoid some enemies, you can do that using those X-ray specs. And of course you can see the items, which means that you can generally pretty easily tell where monster houses are. So if there's a lot of items in one room and you can see that, then, you know, you'd be wise not to go into it because it's probably a monster house, so. I love this song so much. Just, I feel like there's this nagging sensation in the back of my head. It's like you haven't gushed enough.